Undoubtedly, an entrepreneur needs to be a lot more sort of outspoken, a lot more forward-thinking, and a lot more braver and clever in what he's doing. You know, basically he needs to believe in himself and be very, very confident. You know, back in school, you know, when, you know, I'm not that academic, and, you know, I always say I left school at 15, very little education, no qualifications, and that was a massive mistake, you know. I look back now and I should have left at 14, you know, because to be out there in the workplace, I mean, you know, I knew at 9 years of age that I was going to be a plumber, and, you know, so I would say that, you know, you need to be thinking from school level, and, you know, not everyone's going to be a banker or what they call them, accountant or doctor, etc. And there's life without a degree, so just go for it. I don't think we want to underestimate small businesses. Undoubtedly, you know, they're the backbone behind the economy. And, you know, I was at Downing Street a little while ago, little plug there, and speaking to David, and, you know, he's full of praise and full of encouragement for small businesses. And he actually realises he's got to work with them. And I think it is us small businesses that are going to turn the economy around. If I was the Prime Minister today, undoubtedly I would make a fully funded apprenticeship scheme which would get all youngsters into work. We'd have no youth unemployment. It would be great for the economy. It would fill the skills shortage gap, and it would be a win-win situation. The reason that we've got Pimlico Plumbers is different from most of the other companies. When I was an apprentice, you know, I kept having customers running down the plumber, he's late, his arse is hanging out his trousers, dirty, rusty old van, not transparent, never finishes the job, not very tidy, all these sort of things. And I thought to myself, you know, I don't want to have that as a plumber. So when I become a self-employed plumber, I just done the opposite to what they was unhappy with. So I would advise anyone, just, you know, look at all the bad things in your industry and just do the right things. But what I would say is, you know, just do the job right. People will always pay for quality, you know, whether it be a product, a service, or anything at all. People will always pay for quality. You know, when you go into a business, it should be looked on that it's a long-term sort of prospect. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. And, you know, Pimlico was up and running for many years before we really become to the front. And what I would say to anyone, you know, it's persistence, and you know, it's a long sort of procedure. And, you know, if you come to the front too quick, you're not going to stay there. And when you do get to the front, you do want to stay there. So you need to sort of structure things. And probably one of the best things I learned in business once we nearly went bust was how to delegate. You know, I thought I could do everything, and I can't, basically. But now I've got managers in HR, recruitment, accounts, call centre, transport, valeting. We put a manager in place of everything, and there's some great people out there. So the important thing of a business, to persistent in there, is the people you employ. And after a number of years, you'll get to learn the right type of people. And, you know, it sounds corny, but your business is as good as the people you employ. If you really set your mind to it, and you want to expand and you want to do good in business, then there's no reason why you can't. There's one missing ingredient that people don't often mention, though, and it's called hard work. And I don't know any successful person in business unless they've worked hard. So that's very, very important. But with that great idea, a lot of enthusiasm, good people around you, why can't you be successful? Basically, I would say use your own instinct. Forget their CV, forget their qualifications. You know, spend a bit of time with them and see what they're like, you know, how they come across to you. And like our company, first thing we're looking for is how presentable they are. Second thing is how much enthusiasm they are, and how much like a willingness that they want to come and work for you. And if you can get them, you know, what you need to do is employ nice people. And nice people often turn out to be good people.